Hey y'all, this is Terrell speaking. I'm making a video to explain to y'all why I'm going into the military and not choosing another career field. Okay, so it basically started out that I was supposed to be getting a Division II wrestling scholarship. Um, well, that didn't really work out. I was a pretty good wrestler in high school. I mean, four-time regional qualifier. Almost made a state tournament this past year. Um, but I really couldn't do it academically. So, I mean, I took the SAT back in June 9th. Yeah, June 9th. And waited a few weeks to get my scores. And missed it by 200 points. So what I decided to do is go into the Army. Um, I was really thinking about going into the Marines, but after doing a lot of researching and talking to a lot of military veterans, I've decided to go into the Army. I think that's the best for me. Um, the Marines, I mean, their promoting is slow from what I hear and for who I've talked to. So, the Army compared to the Marines, their promoting is a lot faster. I mean, I have 4 years of ROTC under my belt, and me going into Marines, I would only go up one rank. If I went up into the Army, I would go up two ranks because that's their branch rule basically. Um, so also I know from what I hear that the Army equipment is more updated than the Marines are, so they have better training, more training. Of course, they're not known as the hard asses of the military, because of course the Marines have the hardest basic training out of every branch. But so in the Army, I'm looking at a few fields right now. My number one goal is to become a 31 Bravo, which is a military police officer. Um, I mean, that would be my next step ahead of becoming an actual police officer, which is what I want to do after the military. And that's what I wanted to do, was go into the military, come back after 4 years, and maybe work for JSO, Jackson Reserve's office. But who knows? I can make a career out of the military. Who knows? I mean, a lot of people I talk to, they said after a few years they love it, but I may even stay where I'm stationed at, like in that general area, like because I'm trying to make a request to be stationed in California. And the reason why that is because the town I live in is such a small town, and you speak gossip, and 5 minutes later it gets around town like that. So I've I'm going to make a request to be stationed in California and try to become a military police officer. And if that don't work out, I want to become a cavalry scout. And basically, a cavalry scout is the guy who lets his platoon leader believe where the enemy is heading, sees any enemy movement, um, just that kind of stuff. If that don't work out, then you can try M1, M1 armor crewman, which is a guy who works in the tank. It's part of the crew in the tank. If that don't work out, then maybe even become a firefighter in the army. And if that don't work out, then maybe even become a cargo man or a truck driver in the army. Somewhere around in that in that specific area is what I'm wanting to do. 11 Bravo, which is an infantryman, is definitely not what I want to go into. I know a lot of recruiters will try to lie to you and say the infantry is filled up, everyone wants to go in there. That is not true. They're always looking for people to go into the infantry, and they're always going to talk you into doing it. But I've talked to a recruiter 2 weeks ago, and he had set up a date with me for today to take the practice ASVAB. And well, he called me this morning and told me his systems were down, and there was no use of me and him wasting both of our times trying to take practice ASVAB handwritten. So he's gonna get with me tomorrow, and we'll go from there. I just need to get away from this small town for a while, and I know the world is really big, and I just want to see what else is out there. In the Army, I know you get deployed 6 months out of every year. You're required 6 months out of every year to go to Iraq or Afghanistan, wherever they want to send you off to. And so, yeah, I know my mom isn't very happy about me going into the Army. She rather sees me going to the National Guard. Less chance of me getting deployed out somewhere in Iraq or Afghanistan. My dad, on the other hand, he rather sees me going to the Marines because he was a Marine himself back in the day. He was a jet mechanic. Really didn't get much action, if I say that. If that makes any sense. That's basically why I'm going into the Army. And Facebook friends, I will keep you updated on what's happening in the future. If you have any questions, just ask me, and or if you got any helpful information for me, I would dearly appreciate it. Alright, that was it, so peace.